never will be again. Plan your trip at freedom250.org. Freedom 250, the Great American State Fair, July 4th.
Party at your place this summer? Fix things up inside and out with July 4th deals now at Lowe's. Get up to 45% off select major appliances and save up to an additional 25% off when you bundle select major appliances. Plus, save $80 on the select Charbroil Performance Series gas grill, now $299. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 7/8 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Livestrong supports the first responder ride from Boston to New York. Register at livestrong.org/ride.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival,
presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Do you have an unused car, truck, motorcycle, boat, or RV taking up space? Put it to good use by donating it to the NASCAR Foundation. Proceeds help fund medical resources for children in our racing community. Your wheels can heal. Call 844-NASCAR-9 and we'll come tow away your vehicle for free. The process is quick and your gift is tax deductible. Call 844-NASCAR-9 to donate your vehicle to the NASCAR Foundation today. Your donation will help our children survive and thrive.
This is KVET AM Austin, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, an iHeart radio station, and your home for the Horns. Guaranteed human.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Harge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns. 1300 The Zone.
Good morning, Austin, Maryland, Mo City, El Paso,
San Antonio, and Silsbee, Texas,
or wherever you may be listening. This is a Longhorns Monday edition of the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeart Radio app. We are 68 days away from the start of the football season. Texas football and Coach Sark have been on fire lately. The World Cup is rolling, and the knockout round has started with a wow. MLB labor dispute is heading towards a possible work stoppage, and the NBA thinks it's the NFL in the offseason. I am your host, Mike Harbaugh Harge. My co-host is a WWE Hall of Famer and recognized as the world's strongest man. He is the Mark Henry.
Good morning, Austin.
And we've got Ronald on the boards. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is text the word Texas followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. That's the word Texas followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. Also, if you want to voice your opinion, all you got to do is use that talkback feature on the new and improved and always free iHeartRadio app. If it's good enough, you might even hear it on air. But if not, good effort, man. Good effort. Hit us up on the text line, though. That'll always work right there. All right, let's get into this. Texas football has been on an absolute heater. And this past weekend, there was some news that came out. And one of the players that Texas has been looking for has committed to the University of Texas.
Not only did you prove yourself, but you exceeded expectations. You earned over 50 Division I football offers. That's something you want to only dream about. Everyone who doubted you, every negative comment, every obstacle, it didn't break you, it built you. It pushed you to be stronger, more focused, more determined. And everything you do, you develop the level of grit and resilience that sets you apart. I want you to know this, and I'm proud of you. Proud of the young man you've become. Driven, disciplined, and relentless to pursue greatness. the next 3 or 4 years, I'll be committed to the University of Texas.
Texas has now broken it all down in the month of June. They've got a 5-star John Meredith. They got defensive lineman Casey Curry, Jabarius Garrer, a 4-star, 2 of those 4 stars. Monte Jackson, who you just heard, defensive back, 4-star. Brian Swanson, the lineman that we talked about last week from SOC, a 4-star. Junior Tuopo, 4-star safety. Bryson Thrower, a wide receiver, 4-star. And defensive lineman, 4-star, Tyler Alexander. The month of June has produced Texas landing 8 blue chip players in this class.
Listen, the last week I've watched the film on the players. Excuse me. The most impressive was Topo. That safety, he can play linebacker. He can play corner. He's a versatile piece that I don't know if Texas even realizes how great this is. And I mean, I guess if anybody,
I was going to say, I think Texas
if anybody knows, it's them.
I think Texas knows.
But Harge, to have a guy that can do everything it's the secret sauce.
Yep.
I mean, to be able to come down in the box and play linebacker, like you can switch. You could throw some wrinkles that it's hard to do. So that's man, it's been a hell of a week.
Well, don't forget this either. He also has the quarterback that in the class of 2028. He also has some guys that are right there on the edge of being able to commit to the University of Texas. You start to look at their team rankings. On3 has Texas as the number 5 team out there. I think that's going to skyrocket. They've got 20 commitments already. This is a team that is trending in the right direction. I know a lot of people want to poke fun at Texas and talk about them all the time, but I'm just telling you like this. They have done an unbelievable job of getting themselves put in a position of success.
Yeah.
And building for the future that we've talked about for quite some time now. Every time I open up the app, you start to look at it and you see, okay, here they go. They're back at it again. Another name. And I sound like a broken record when I say this. I'll wait until those kids get on campus. But as of right now, Texas and their recruiting is trending in the direction that you would expect Texas to be at every single year.
Most definitely. I also heard that there are guys that are getting recruited for the future for Texas and to fit their system. But Texas has this attitude of, excuse me, if you don't commit here, if you don't sign here, that's great. We're gonna still be Texas, but we want you to be a part of our situation. We want you to be a part of what we're building here, and we plan on winning multiple national championships. When you hear somebody say that they plan on winning multiple championships, that means they know something that we don't know. Because we love to win a national championship. We're working hard. Everybody is. But when you say I plan on it, that means you know what you got and you have the tools to get that done. Don't you want to be on the developmental side of that? So when those seniors or those juniors leave, that you're right there to be the guy, the next recipient of that position?
Well, the main thing is, and yes, I think every school believes that they have the secret sauce to get to a championship, but you got to go play the game. And if you don't go out there and execute the things that are out there, seeing is believing, but like that commercial says, tasting is proof. You know, you got to make sure that you're definitely one of those teams that will be in the final conversation.
But isn't it refreshing to hear that though? That you finally hear somebody articulate it and say it. Man, we plan on winning multiple championships.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't be here if he didn't say that. He wouldn't be part of the conversation. He wouldn't want I know CDC wants multiple championships around here, as do these fans, but you start to understand there's a process to it all. And if you don't have the right people there, you're not going to get to that point. You can go out and try to recruit X, Y, and Z, but you're looking for a special type of player, and you have already put it in the database like Coach Schlossnagel's talked about. We're going to go look out for this type of player, this type of swing. Same thing in football. You got to be able to run, jump, tackle, understand the game, and show that you can be coached.
Yeah.
And in these types of situations. And it's not going to be for everybody. As I said, there are going to be some times that all of these names may not show up on the 40 acres. Yeah. All of these names that we see may not. There may be a name that jumps out.
And then they don't sign.
Exactly. So there's a lot to be desired. But as you look at this list, this is a pretty impressive list.
It's an impressive list, but I think the sell of what Kirby Smart and what Coach Saban said about the past is what Texas is doing. They are stockpiling guys. And yes, everybody's not going to get to play max minutes. But if you have the depth, then you can throw waves of high-level effort at teams that they just won't be able to recover from.
Right.
And Texas has that right now. And with these commitments, if these guys are true and they come through, they're going to add a level of depth at like 5-star and 4-star talent on the bench.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big help in this situation.
Well, and you also have to look at this team and you say, okay, you look at the quarterback position, you're looking at the running back position and how they develop that depth.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look at the wide receiver, then the O-line. And like they're finding those spots in the recruiting that they need to continue to build where they're trying to go. So for me, I'm looking at it, I'm saying whoever is in charge is making some moves and they're getting it done.
Even the worst case scenario, you don't get to start. You don't get to play. You're 1 year at the University of Texas. Your stock is not going to drop.
Right.
If you decide to go in the portal and go somewhere, you spent a year at a high-level university that's trying to get to that next level in championship mode.
Right.
So you win regardless. So, I don't see a loss in going ahead and signing on the dotted line and then getting here and going to work because their strength coaching, their in-house training, it's not going to get better than that.
Right. Well, we're just getting started on this Longhorn Monday edition of the Morning Kickoff. As you start to understand, football season is right around the corner, but right now, football is taking over, and we'll talk about that. The World Cup knockout round. We had a special day yesterday, and we got more to come all week long. The Morning Kickoff rolls on right here on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone, and always free on that iHeart Radio app.
Join Craig Way weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m.
Houston Street said the moment he knew that he needed to stick to baseball, Street was a defensive back and a good one, a good safety for Westlake. And they're playing Midland Lee in the state championship game. Cedric Benson is playing for Midland Lee. Tramples Houston Street. Just ran right over it. Went on in. Houston said, I had no better indication of that. I needed to stick to baseball after that.
Only on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
From the Lorenz and Lorenz Traffic Center.
Slowdowns on 183 northbound this morning are due to a crash around 130. You're also seeing some stop-and-go traffic on the northbound side of I-35 from the 45 Southeast toll up to William Cannon Drive, about a 7 to 8 minute slowdown. But moving right along over on Mopac southbound, issue-free from 45 to Parmer. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. At some point, body pain may creep in and become your reality that day. But Aleve is here to keep you moving. One pill gives you up to 12 hours of body pain relief. So don't let pain hold you back. Try Aleve today. Use as directed.
A Uline.
They know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
On Saturday, July 4th, celebrate America's 250th birthday at Dell Diamond. Enjoy baseball, family fun, and a spectacular post-game fireworks show presented by United Heritage Credit Union. Get your tickets now at rrexpress.com.
Please be advised, you may want to stop eating the following foods immediately: broccoli, kale, blueberries, quinoa, spinach. I thought those were good for me. What's healthy for one person may cause inflammation for another. So how do you know what your body actually needs? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple at-home gut health test that analyzes your real-time biology to give you personalized nutrition guidance and custom supplements. Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, IOME.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase.
This July 4th, celebrate with America 250 at America's Block Party, hosted by Queen Latifah. It's a 4th of July benefit show happening at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, featuring music performances from major artists, including Chris Stapleton and the Smashing Pumpkins, patriotic tributes, and the kickoff to Giving Forth, helping to make this the biggest season of giving in American history. Get your America's Block Party tickets at america250.org/LA.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com. If you have a 2004 or newer vehicle that's out of warranty or about to be, Endurance is urgently notifying U.S. drivers about their low-cost vehicle coverage plan designed to save drivers thousands on rising vehicle repair costs. Those who qualify can pick their plan, coverage, and repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental cars included. All covered repairs get paid directly to the repair shop for you. Call now for your free quote. Call 800-690-8974. 800-690-8974.
The 2026 BET Awards are in the books. Sunday ceremony hosted by comedian Drewski at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles. Kehlani was named Best Female R&B Pop Artist, while Leon Thomas walked away with the Best Male R&B Pop Artist Award. Best Male Hip Hop Artist went to Kendrick Lamar, and Cardi B took home the Best Female Hip Hop Artist Award. Tiana Taylor received the Icon of the Year Award. Well, how is this for a wedding band? Stevie Nicks and Tim McGraw are set to perform at Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding. That's according to Page Six. Swift previously wore a shirt reading Stevie Nicks, that's Nicks spelled with a K, to Game 4 of the NBA Finals at Madison Square Garden, and has a previously released song that's named after McGraw. Earlier this week, New York City Hall confirmed there's a permit for a bash on Friday for more than 1,000 people, as one for a more intimate event for 100 people at the Garden this coming Thursday. And comedian Bill Maher was awarded the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor on Sunday. The ceremony was held in Washington, D.C. at the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. And that's entertainment. I'm Daria Albinger.
Texas women's basketball plays here.
Kickoff right here on AM 1300 WWE Hall of Fame World Henry, and we've got our guy Ronald on the boards. When we come back in the next segment, I will be talking about the MLB and their possible labor dispute. We got sudden death in golf today between Scotty Scheffler and Victor Hovland. We'll talk about that. But the World Cup delivers again. We've got a unbelievable slate that is happening this week. The knockout stage is officially here, and the drama did not disappoint, as yesterday in extra time, or excuse me, stoppage time, this happened.
Viaja la pelota, cabezazo, le quedó Eustaquio.
You gotta love that right there.
Hey, I dare you to try it. I dare you to try it.
Trying to say go that long?
Listen, for a minute
No,
straight.
I can't do that. No, I can't do that. I mean,
a minute straight, man.
No,
like, all right, you're gonna pass out,
Yup.
and we're gonna have to call EMS. We don't want that.
Right.
Ronald could do it though.
No, Ronald.
That right, Ronald?
No,
Negative.
That ain't working. That ain't working like that. But hey, as you start to look at this yesterday, it came down to the stoppage time, and Canada comes through with a 1-0 victory. And as this was going on, you're sitting there and you're looking at it. Canada was supposed to be one of those teams that you expected to get through.
Right.
You expected them to win, and you expected them to get to the round of 16 at least. And they found a way to get it done, but it was a little shaky there. They had their opportunities, and finally they cashed in at the end for them to get the victory and win 1-0.
I like stoppage time, and I like sudden death. I love being able to have everybody take a shot on goal. Like those are things that make the game more exciting. This group play, I'm not double eliminate. I'm not a fan.
What do you mean?
I would rather it be like it is now, like the sudden death. You lose, you go home.
Oh yeah, knockout. Yeah,
knockout round. I like this.
Yeah, this is.
It makes you more excited. It makes you feel like there's more anxiety.
Well, there's a lot that goes into it, and as people start to truly understand and get excited about what they see in this matchups, it's been fun, man. I'm locked in every single day, every single match. I've been excited about it because you get to understand the talent that these people have, because what people truly don't understand is they are so good with their feet. That's the thing with me. It's like everybody's so used to hands. Everything is hands. You got to be able to move the ball and get it to where you want to with your feet. And then you have the stars of the stars, like the Messi, the Ronaldos, the Mbappe, the Hovland, the Pulisic. There's so many stars in these matchups that the world don't normally see.
Yeah.
I get up on Sundays during the Champions League and Premier League. I wake up and I watch them Saturdays and Sundays. Like I'm invested into this now. And so when I get a chance to watch this right now, it's amazing to me because there's so much talent that is out there. And it's like, okay, so we look at it in Major League Baseball. We look at it American football. We look at it in basketball. But there's other leagues where guys are really talented.
Right.
That are Japan in baseball. There's a lot of Japanese players that come over because they've done everything over there. Now it's time for me to come over here and dominate this. Look at what Shohei's been able to do. Yeah. He's the face of baseball. Nobody would ever know that if he wasn't playing over here.
True.
That's why when I wake up and I watch soccer, I truly have been taught the game by my family, obviously, but I really enjoy it. They ask me every weekend, "Who are you?" Because I'm waking up to watch this. And
you know that when you and I started doing this show,
yep,
we used to do the segment sports that Mark Henry cares nothing about. And you remember soccer was up there.
Yeah.
And over these years, I have grown to respect and love the sport. And I see the nuances, but the thing that I could not see in the beginning, I just thought it was people running around aimless. Like nobody taught me what the positions do. nobody taught me that the strategy of stretching and getting to angles, which is one of the things I like the most about playing pool, the geometry of it. Like, how do you go and get people to go at an angle?
Yep.
And it's hard to do. So when I see somebody bend one and get around the corner and they're going at an angle toward the goal, now I'm excited. Now it's like a fast break in basketball, or it's like a double move in football, or it's like a guy switching to a bunt and being able to sacrifice himself so his man can get the third.
Right.
You see the development of the sport, man. I learned so much in these last 3 years, and I value soccer now.
Yeah, it's America's game. I mean, not America, it's the
world's game. Yeah.
It's the world's game, and you see the passion from all of the fans and what they believe in their team. I happened to be in Dallas this past weekend and went to shout out to Bar W where we do our pregame for Texas OU weekend. We'll be there again this year.
Good pizza.
For Texas. Yeah.
Ooh.
And the thing that stood out to me the entire time there was we were walking around and you see people with all these different jerseys. And the one jersey that stood out the entire time was Messi. Everybody was there, was wearing a Messi jersey, and they weren't even playing until the next night, but they still had their jerseys on, being prepared for it. And what does Messi do? He doesn't start, goes in, scores a goal. He goes in on a free kick, scores the goal. And he wasn't even the starter. You want a goal? I got you. Send him in, get the goal, move on. But it's just one of those things that you're starting to see, and it's like the Olympics. It's every 4 years, right?
Yeah.
So you get a chance to see different players, and you've watched Messi go from that 18-year-old kid to now he's 41 years old, still doing this. You get to see Ronaldo, who was quiet in the very early stages of it, but now he's been
You got
playing.
to warm up, man. You got them long. He long in the tooth.
Yeah, and he came out and did his thing. You got a chance to see Harry Kane for England. I mean, it's just those things that you continue to learn about, but more importantly, the fans and their passion for their country is what it's been about. And being here in the United States, the United States is capitalizing off all of this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and it's going to think about all the soccer clubs that are putting money into the soccer clubs now that you have the World Cup in America.
Yep.
And all of these fields and all of the extra. But Harge, the biggest part of this is the U.S. team is young.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to develop over these next 4 years. This World Cup is important as a start, but the next one, they're going to be 4 years older. They're going to be seasoned veterans. They're going to really know the game. And that'll be the team that we will look at as the team that has a chance to win it.
Right.
Like right now, I mean, be honest. I'm praying that we get through these next 2 games. If we can get through these next 2 games, that's a victory to me.
Well, and that is why they believe that Texas, they believe that the U.S. team is set up perfectly to do that. And we'll discuss that a little bit more as they get ready to play this week. And as you look at all of the matchups today, starting at noon, you've got Japan and Brazil. That's going to be a huge, huge matchup. You also have Germany and Paraguay. And then you have the Netherlands and Morocco. Matches that mean something. This is knockout stage.
Yeah.
You're trying to get to the next round, and each game matters. Each second matters. Everything truly matters now that we are here. You know what else that matters?
What's that?
Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball is at a crossroads, and it has nothing to do with on the field. It has a lot to do with off the field, and we'll talk about it as we may be headed for a labor dispute. Can they survive a work stoppage again? We'll discuss, because I was part of the last one, right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeart Radio app.
from the Lorenz and Lorenz Traffic Center.
First responders are on scene of an overturned vehicle in San Marcos on the service road of I-35 northbound at Yarrington Road. This crash has the left lane blocked off. Over on 183 northbound, cleanup continues for an earlier accident at 1:30, and a stalled vehicle blocks off the right lane southbound at I-35 at Parmer. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Every now and then you find a deal that actually feels like a win. With Straight Talk Wireless, you get more and pay less. Now that's a good deal. No contracts, no credit checks, no surprises. All on Verizon's 5G network. Find it in the same place you've always found straightforward prices. Exclusively at Walmart and straighttalk.com.
Uber and Lyft drivers. Driverless cars are coming. Will drivers be replaced, or will drivers own what comes next? Fair Co-op helps drivers earn up to 90% and gives out 25% of net profits from each ride for referrals. For life. Be a leader, the first in your city. Help build the movement. The drivers who lead now can help shape the next generation of rideshare. Fair Co-op, official partner of iHeartRadio. Download the app now at fair.coop/iHeart. That's FARE.coop/iHeart.
Cleaning starts with one small task, and suddenly it's the whole house. Luckily, there's AirTasker. Post your task, set your budget, and choose a tasker to help. From carpet cleaning to finally tackling the junk drawer. Go to airtasker.com or download the app.
AirTasker. Get anything done.
Transform your home with fresh paint, just in time for America's 250th anniversary. Celebrate with CertaPro painters and get $250 off projects of $2,500 or more. Schedule by July 10th and let freedom and fresh paint ring. We are more than just your local painters. From the first brushstroke to the final smile, our promise is simple. Your home beautifully painted and worry-free. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
You know, I used to think all money managers were the same until I spoke with Fisher Investments.
Really? How different are they?
Fisher's investment counselors are dedicated to service, not sales, keeping clients up to date on their portfolio.
Well, they probably just invest in a bunch of mutual funds like I do.
Nope. They build a tailored portfolio based on their clients' personal goals, helping them stay on track for a comfortable retirement.
Well, they must make commissions selling products.
Actually, Fisher doesn't sell any commission-based products. They're a fiduciary, and they believe that's a conflict.
Then they have some kind of complex fee structure.
Nope. Fisher has a simple, transparent fee that's a percentage of their client's portfolio. So they do better when their clients do better.
It sounds like Fisher really is different.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Fisher Investments, clearly different wealth management. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com/different. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Canada became the first team to advance to the round of 16 at the World Cup, winning its knockout round match over South Africa. 3 knockout round matches coming up today. The U.S. meets Bosnia-Herzegovina on Wednesday. Sunday baseball included the Red Sox beating the Yankees 5-4 in 10 innings. Sox sweep the Yankees 4 straight. Also Sunday, Kyle Schwarber became the first in the majors to 30 home runs this year, powering the Phillies past the Mets. I'm Matt McCoy.
This is Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Buyers Barricades.
For traffic control rentals, sales, and 24-hour service, trust Buyers Barricades. From roadway safety to special event traffic planning, they've got Texas covered. Visit buyersbarricades.com and keep Texas roads safe. That's buyersbarricades.com. Visit the site today.
Some people say soccer culture doesn't exist in the U.S., but
it is an American game.
And it goes beyond the stats.
It's your culture.
It's a connecting force.
I like watching it with my dad.
To the players and the stories.
I took an elbow to my head, which cracked my skull.
From Futuro Studios, this is American Football, a show about soccer culture in the U.S. and its underdog roots. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search American Football, and listen now.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free original stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Cross Country. Cross Country is the sound of Americana, blending country, rock, and America's greatest songwriters. Bob Dylan and Bonnie Raitt to Chris Stapleton and Zach Bryan. Open the free iHeartRadio app, search Cross Country, and listen now. Free never sounded so good.
We all use AI, but here, it never pretends it's real. AM 1300 The Zone. Guaranteed human.
Get into this conversation because it is very, very important. Major League Baseball is at a crossroad right now. I think it's been at its highest peak that it's been in a very, very long time. But the biggest story is a non-on the field story when it comes to baseball. And it will affect the 2027 season. The current collective bargaining agreement expires December the 1st, 2026. While there isn't a strike or a lockout yet, I believe that this could get there pretty quickly. And the last time they had a fight like this, 1994, 1995, I was part of that strike. I understood what it's about. That's why these guys are making the money that they are making right now. The issue is going to be about the salary cap. Commissioner Rob Manfred said that the league has tried to address the spending disparities through the luxury tax, and now it's different system that it is needed. They will need a different system. And the reason why is because some of those teams don't spend money like the Dodgers or the Yankees or the Red Sox or those teams that aren't afraid to spend it. A lot of times, too, you start to look at the other issues. They're talking about reducing the Major League draft from 20 rounds, which they've already cut down to 20 rounds, now to just 12 rounds. They're trying to raise the draft age, making high school players like myself ineligible for the Major League draft. And then that is expanding the college baseball player development part of it. The international draft as well, because some of those players, Shohei Ohtani, and some of those other players now are in a different situation. They're also talking about not being able to defer the money in those contracts, again, like they do with Shohei Ohtani. Now, while I tell you this, I just want you to know that the Major League Baseball union is one of the strongest unions in sports, if not the strongest. And there's ways to get this thing done, but to me, it looks as if it is going to be a work stoppage. Baseball has a problem, and it's not about balls and strikes. It's billionaires versus millionaires. The current labor agreement, as I mentioned, is December 1st. Owners are pushing back. They want a hard salary cap. Players do not. That's not happening. And it's going to continue to change the way people are viewing it. As I've mentioned, the ballparks are filled up every single night. Players, numbers, games. It has been a lot of good things happening. Now, we are in a world that sports, you're consuming it in so many different ways that it truly doesn't matter what's going on. The only thing that truly matters is, are they going to be able to come to an agreement to not stop what they've worked to get back to? It took a while. That's when steroids was involved in the game. They said chicks dig the long ball. Guys started muscling up. People started coming back to the game. Now you're starting to see all these talented young players rise in this game, becoming the face of the organizations, guys wanting to stay at organizations and not necessarily wanting to go. I think the biggest problem in Major League Baseball is not what's happening at the top. And I mean, like I said, the Dodgers and the Yankees. I think what's happening is the teams at the bottom not willing to spend the money to continue to build the product. There's no reason for the Athletics to be one of the most talented teams in baseball. If you look at their farm system and the way that they've been bringing guys up, they're talented. They had to move out of Oakland because Oakland wasn't paying for the amenities They weren't fixing up the stadium. They weren't doing the thing, so now they're moving to Vegas. So when you start to look at the haves and the haves not, they all have. They just have not spent the money in the places that they needed to spend the money to continue to build their product. Now, I understand I'm not a billionaire. I'm not even a millionaire. But I'm trying to make it understandable that these people need to position themselves as if this game needs each other, because the game does. And we're watching the World Cup. These guys are tearing the world off, putting the world on fire because people are watching it. People are excited about it. There's going to be kids that are young that will be playing soccer. They will be going to the soccer fields. You know why? You don't have to spend a lot of money on equipment. You got a shirt and a ball. Go out there and play. Those are the things that are now parents can look at, and it's not as expensive now. So you need to try to find. Now, I know people are going to be hitting me up. Mike, you know how much money we spend for our clubs? You got to
travel.
I know. My kid did it for a long time. We understand. It's not about it's about being able to position yourself to be substantial. This is a substantial thing. You can sustain baseball if they do not go on strike. Baseball needs to be continued to be played.
They need to force these owners to pay to fix the stadiums, to invest in their own teams. Like my wife is from Cincinnati. She's been there working on properties for the last week and a half. Those Reds games are empty. I mean, you got like 3,000, 4,000 people in the stadium holding 15. Sometimes like that's nothing. But if they put money into it, people will come.
Yeah.
And the same thing with San Diego. I was in San Diego last year doing radio.
Ballpark. It's my favorite ballpark.
They were talking about the rat infestations and like before people come in the stadium, they got to go and run the rats out.
In San Diego?
Yeah.
I knew they were doing that.
The guys on the radio were like,
I knew that.
Bro, it's bad. Like, they need to clean this place up or we're going to lose the team. And I was like, good Lord. So I can understand the collective bargaining is a thing, but you still can't force the owners to pay for stuff, to put money in it. They can collect and pocket that money. They don't care.
That's exactly what's happening. So they need to make sure that they do that. The Dodgers average 50,000 players, 50,000 in attendance at home. They get 37,000 on the road. So they average 43,000 fans every single game that they play. The Oakland Athletics average 21,000 fans because at home they get 10,000. They're playing in a AAA ballpark right now. A major league team like the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Kansas City Royals. 19,000 people at home games. They get more fans on the road. Haves and haves not, because you have not been spending the money where you need to spend it. It's going to be a tough year. Coming up next, we have Scotty Scheffler, Victor Hovland. Oh, yeah, it's going down.
Head to head.
In about 20 minutes. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on that iHeartRadio app.
It's Bucky and BK with Bucky Godbolt and Brad Kellner.
And our guy Hardball Harge has himself a catchphrase now.
Bang, bang, he hit that thing.
Bang, bang, he hit that thing. Yeah, it sounded like me last weekend. Yeah, bang, bang, I hit that thing. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, Saturday night, my eyes get all big. And bang, bang, I hit that thing. There you go, Hard. That was pretty good.
Catch Bucky and BK weekday afternoons from 5 to 7 on AM 1300 The Zone.
From the Lorenz and Lorenz Traffic Center.
The left lane's blocked off by an overturned vehicle accident on the service road of I-35 northbound at Yarrington. We've got first responders and records on the scene. Over on I-35 southbound at Runberg Lane, a stalled vehicle blocks off the left lane. There's also a crash in the left lane on the service road of 290 eastbound at Highway 71. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Staples Easy Deal Days are here. Right now, you can score up to 50% off more than 1,000 products in-store and online. Don't miss your chance to save on tech, chairs, custom print, school supplies, and more. It all ends July 4th. Staples, that was easy.
This is it for employee pricing at any Leaf Johnson Ford location. For just a few more days, you can pay what we pay on nearly every new Ford in stock from any of our 3 locations in Austin, Buda, or Manor. You can save thousands of dollars. And listen to this. If your schedule won't allow you the time to come see us, we'll bring it to you. But this is the end of employee pricing till close of business Monday night. The end of employee pricing at any Leaf Johnson Ford location. Don't wait. Austin, Buda, or Manor. Or simply go to LeafJohnsonFord.com. You'll love it at Leaf.
Uber and Lyft drivers. Driverless cars are coming. Will drivers be replaced, or will drivers own what comes next? Fair Co-op helps drivers earn up to 90% and gives out 25% of net profits from each ride for referrals. For life. Be a leader, the first in your city. Help build the movement. The drivers who lead now can help shape the next generation of rideshare. Fair Co-op, official partner of iHeartRadio. Download the app now at fair.coop/iHeart. That's FARE.coop/iHeart.
This July 4th, celebrate with America 250 at America's Block Party, hosted by Queen Latifah. It's a 4th of July benefit show happening at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, featuring music performances from major artists, including Chris Stapleton and the Smashing Pumpkins, patriotic tributes, and the kickoff to Giving Forth, helping to make this the biggest season of giving in American history. Get your America's Block Party tickets at america250.org/LA.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Please be advised, you may want to stop eating the following foods immediately: broccoli, kale, blueberries, quinoa, spinach. I thought those were good for me. What's healthy for one person may cause inflammation for another. So how do you know what your body actually needs? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple at-home gut health test that analyzes your real-time biology to give you personalized nutrition guidance and custom supplements. Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, IOME.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase.
Kendrick Perkins here. Yo, y'all are not going to believe what Perks Pass is giving you a chance to win. A trip to Hawaii, airfare, a beautiful Hilton Grand Vacation Villa. The whole thing. Enter to win at PerksPass.com.
Help shape what's next by voting for the brands, rewards, and experiences you want to see join the Perks Pass community. PerksPass.com. Join the community and enter to win today.
When you sail to Alaska with Princess Cruises, you feel Alaska. You feel the glaciers, the fly fishing, the what a dinner, the whale watching. You feel the, did we really just see that? No one connects you to Alaska like Princess. Princess Cruises, best in Alaska. Get up to 40% off, up to $400 instant savings, and 3rd and 4th gas sale free. Visit princess.com or contact your travel advisor to book. Princess Cruises. Terms and restrictions apply. Offer ends on July 14th, 2026. Ships registered to Bermuda.
This is KVET AM Austin, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, an iHeart radio station, and your home for the Horns. Guaranteed human.
Find your iHeartRadio everywhere. There are hundreds of ways to experience iHeartRadio at home and on the go, beyond the iPhone and Android app, and at iHeartRadio.com. Here's another way to connect to iHeartRadio. Xfinity customers. iHeartRadio is available free on Xfinity X1 or on Xfinity Flex. The easiest way to access iHeartRadio? Just press and hold the microphone button on your Xfinity remote and say iHeartRadio, and you'll be taken directly to the iHeartRadio app to listen to all your favorite music, radio stations, and podcasts right on your TV. Plus, check out Xfinity Ambient Moods to set your screen to beautiful photos and videos paired with hand-curated playlists from iHeartRadio to set the right mood. It's the screen you watch the most in your home, and you never knew that it was one of the most popular ways to listen to iHeartRadio. Check it out for free now. iHeartRadio. Anywhere you want to listen, iHeartRadio is there.
iHeartRadio. Texas football plays here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
football does play here. We'll talk about Texas football at the top of the hour. We'll hear from Manning and his father, Cooper Manning, as the Manning camp was completed this past weekend. We'll hear about all of that, but more importantly, we'll hear about Arch Manning going into his second year as the full-time starter. The Travelers Championship is going to take place today. That's right. And normally it's over on Sunday, but the actual story, it didn't finish on Sunday. Heavy rains delayed the final round for about 80 minutes. Darkness prevented the playoff to be continued and to be completed. Scotty Scheffler and Victor Hovland both finished at 21 under, and now they will get a chance to go at it. But how did we get here? Well, Scotty Scheffler, baby.
Scheffler again walks it in. Amazing stuff by Scheffler.
And another great atmosphere on a Sunday at the Travelers, but we will head into Monday.
We will head into Monday, which is today. They will tee it up at 8 o'clock to get a sudden death playoff hole. This is another reminder why Scotty Scheffler is the standard in golf. Everyone continues to talk about Wyndham Clark and all the other guys that had a great week and have continued to win. Wyndham Clark was right there. Him and Matt Fitzpatrick were tied at for fourth at 19 under. Colin Morikawa, who actually had a 61 yesterday, finished at 20 under, but it's Victor Hovland and Scotty Scheffler playing at least one more hole to see who will be the champion of the Travelers tournament.
What's the best you ever done? I mean,
I'm not professional, bro. So I'm
in the
80s. I've been in the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah.
81, 82.
Yeah. I've been around there.
Okay.
So yeah. But these guys are special talent. And everybody was questioning, is Scotty still at the top of his game because of the way he hadn't been winning? He didn't get a chance to win the tournament where he would have got his grand slam. Wyndham Clark continues to play well. So it's always a question. Everybody always questions why you're not winning every single tournament. It's impossible. Scotty Scheffler has taken over Tiger Woods' pressure point of it. Tiger, every week, we thought that we were going to watch Tiger come in. Everybody was all tuned in on Sunday. Everybody's tuned in on Sunday to see what Scotty Scheffler is going to be able to do.
Yeah, he's an unbelievable talent, and you can't rattle him.
No.
And a lot of times, I think that's the biggest thing about golf. You know, I asked you about you. Like, I've never done under 90, and and that's with probably like 10 mulligans. But you see the pressure breaks you. Yep. You can make a shot and be happy. And if you let the emotion of, I made a good shot, get in the way, the next 5 shots you take are going to be in the woods.
Yep. It has happened plenty of times.
So to see these guys to be able to keep their head down and to be able to make shots that curve, shots that lob, like it is Scotty is one of those guys that even hard shots look easy to him.
Everything looks easy to Scotty. I mean, same thing with every one of these guys. I mean, that's why they're professionals. That's why they're on tour.
That's true.
That's why they got their card. They had to earn that thing. It wasn't just given.
Yeah, it's not accidental.
Talk about, hey, what time's your tee time? No, these guys are actually doing it at the highest level, and this is all that they do. This is their life. This is what it's all about. It's just like baseball, just like wrestling. That's your deal. So you start to look at this, but the fact that it comes down to today, those guys get to go. They went home last night, got some rest. Now they got to think about the hole that they're playing. What is my shot? How did I get there? Can I come back out and hit the exact same shot that I've been doing. It's a lot. It's a lot. And it's just you two playing. There's nobody in front of you. The gallery may not even be as big, but I'm sure a lot of people stayed. But yeah, this is what it's all about. So I'm excited about it. As I said, they will tee off in about 10 minutes or 8 minutes, and they'll be ready to go. So it'll be an exciting, exciting time for Scottie Scheffler if he can get another victory. I wanted to ask you this, Mark, because there was something that the WWE had the Night of the Champions this past weekend, and what's his name? Zane or something?
Sami Zayn.
Yeah, became the champion.
Yes, sir.
On a sneak move. He got out of the what is Cody's closing move?
No, it's a modified twist of fate, but one of those moves.
Yeah, but he got out of it, and then he won, and then everybody
Crossroads.
was shocked. So everybody was shocked what that Zayn
But
won.
there was a series of events that happened that led to that.
Right.
You know, so Gunther had Cody had Sammy in the Crossroads.
Yep.
Gunther had him in a rear naked choke. They both spinned out of that. Then Sammy was able to grab Cody and flip, or Cody was able to grab him again. Sammy rolled him into a pinning combination.
Yep.
And it was a 1, 2, 3. Cody wasn't hurt.
No.
He just got caught. But Cody has been leading to being a heel to me. The things that it's not always what you say, but how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
But Cody has intentionally took stabs at Sammy. And Sammy,
don't believe everything you see, because even salt looked like
sugar.
Yeah.
Sammy was able to pull it off after Cody told him that he was not championship material.
Right.
And it's like me telling y'all, man, you good on radio, but you're not good enough for television.
Yeah.
Like who says that?
Can't, because I've been on TV a lot, so you can't say that.
Well, I can't say that about you, but I'm saying
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Oh my God, you're so sensitive.
Not even close.
We're gonna work on you.
Bit. Not even a little bit.
We're gonna
Coming
work
up
on
next, we are going to talk all things Texas football. We'll hear from Arch Manning. We'll also get a taste of what is going on ESPN's college football preview and how many Texas Longhorns were All-Americans. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on that iHeartRadio app.
Whether your oldest is heading off to college or you're finally adding that dream pool to the backyard, a home equity line from ATFCU can help make it happen. Your home equity is the difference between your home's value and what you still owe, and you can borrow against it without disrupting your current mortgage loan. Enjoy quick approvals, flexible terms up to 30 years, and no closing costs on loans under $250,000. Apply online at atfcu.org. Other terms and conditions apply. ATFCU is an equal opportunity lender. NMLS number 422857. Federally insured by NCUA.
Uber and Lyft drivers. Driverless cars are coming. Will drivers be replaced, or will drivers own what comes next? Fair Co-op helps drivers earn up to 90% and gives out 25% of net profits from each ride for referrals. For life. Be a leader, the first in your city. Help build the movement. The drivers who lead now can help shape the next generation of rideshare. Fair Co-op, official partner of iHeartRadio. Download the app now at fair.coop/iHeart. That's FARE.coop/iHeart.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
50 states, one national mall, 2 weeks of freedom. The Great American State Fair opens June 25th in Washington, D.C. All 50 states. Live music and rodeo, innovation, arts, culture, and American patriotism. Every day brings a new theme celebrating the best of who we are, capped by the largest fireworks display in the world on July 4th. This is for every American. Admission is free. Plan your trip at freedom250.org. Freedom 250, the Great American State Fair. Be there.
Do you have World Cup fever?
Wonderful strike!
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026 live and for free. Yes. No matter what team you're cheering for, you can hear it all on the free iHeartRadio app.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
Team USA heads to the knockout round this week, coming off a 3-2 loss to Turkey in the final group stage match. Sebastian Berhalter with the U.S. highlight early in the second half.
Pull-up shot into goal! Sebastian Berhalter! Who ties the game!
Despite that loss, the Americans still have championship hopes. They meet Bosnia-Herzegovina Wednesday night in the round of 32.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
This is KVET AM Austin, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, an iHeart radio station, and your home for the Horns. Guaranteed human.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Harge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer, Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns. 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app. In hour number 1, we talked about the MLB and the labor dispute. We also talked about Scotty Scheffler and what he's trying to do with Victor Hovland as they both tee off right now at 8 o'clock to see who will win the Travelers. We also said we're 68 days away from the start of the Texas football season. Texas has been on fire recruiting. Coach Sark and his crew is doing what they do, and it has been quite impressive. But right now, let's talk about Texas football. Texas football has the preseason ranking. ESPN has them as the number 5 team in the land. They are, you start to look at these teams and you say, all right, who are they? Well, Ohio State is number 1. Oregon, they have at number 2. The Georgia Bulldogs, they have at number 3. And number 4 is the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. They have Texas at 5, Indiana at 6, the national champions. Miami Hurricanes come in at 7. Ole Miss, the Rebels, now are at number 8. Texas A&M, the Fighting Aggies, come in at 9. And LSU is the number 10 ranked team, which is interesting to me when you start to look at LSU, a team that had its ups and downs, got a new coach, not sure exactly how they are going to project right away, but they do have a lot of talent. And Lane Kiffin, as much as we don't like him or some of his antics, he's a pretty doggone good coach. So it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. But one of the things I wanted to talk about was the Manning camp. And the Manning camp had all the top college quarterbacks, including Arch Manning was there, Julian Sands, C.J. Carr. They were all there, and they've had good camps. Trinidad Chambliss talked about Lane Kiffin and all of his antics about going to the school and why he was there. And you talking about John Mateer and the way he's ripped up and now his body looks a little bit different than what it was. But here's Arch Manning talking about heading into year 2 as the starting quarterback.
Yeah, I think anytime you just get game experience, whether it's good games or bad games, it helps you. And I'm just trying to get better one day at a time and keep improving on last year and just help my team win in any way I can. Continue to just be myself, not try to be anyone else. Play within myself and trust my teammates, trust the coaching, and just try to get better each week. There are some up and downs. There's a little bit of a rocky start there, but I feel like I learned a lot about myself and try and keep getting better and move forward and have a good year.
And to me, that's what it's all about. We talk about coaches, and how do you say you can tell a team is getting better? Week to week improvement. You start to look at it. You start to break down, and you say, okay, we saw them not clean up that part last week, but this week it looks a lot better. Now let's look at the next part. And you continue to see the growth of a football team and the ability to get better each week. Same thing happens as an individual. You as an individual, where was your weakness last week? When you go back and watch film, and I still believe that people need to watch film, not just to watch it.
Right.
Not
to
just
see
say,
where your deficiencies are.
Exactly.
See where your weakness.
See where you
failed.
Yes, where you could have done something a little bit better, or you could have anticipated something, because that helps you understand. That's why when you go in the film session, they're showing you what the team, when they line up in this and they motion to this is what they run 75% of the time. So you might be able to jump that route that they run because you've noticed it on film. Those are the types of things, especially in crucial situations. So when you as a quarterback or position, whatever you're doing, you start to see, I missed that guy on that crossing route. And I double pumped on this one. I should have just let it fly because I knew where he was going eventually. So those things start to happen. And the game, more importantly, the game slows down for you. The game slowed down for Arch Manning halfway through the season. We saw him take big steps week after week after week after week. Did he have some stumbles in between? Absolutely. Everybody's going to do that. But watching him mature as a quarterback, show the ability to get out of tough situations and make the most of those situations is something that I don't expect him to have to do, but now he knows he can do that now moving forward.
Well, you know that Coach Sarkisian is a hard coach. He's breaking him down. He's telling him where he failed. He's telling him, hey, it's cool. You succeeded right here. But there's a tendency right there. We see this. And then you go home. And you know that Peyton and Eli and Grandpa are pulling up the same things. I'm sure he can send them the files of every game, every practice session, and then he's getting them to break it down. So like I'm just amazed that that he hadn't had this before, but we always say it's about experience, and experience is just living. You got to go through it. There's no way around that. There's some guys that were great talents, but think about all the guys that were great talents that never made it.
No.
And the guys that did make it, where they said, wow, this guy, he was okay in college, but once he got to the pros, like his work ethic and his ability to absorb more knowledge, and he studied and he worked his way into being a champion. Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
But he can do that, and you can do that in football too. And there's many examples of it. I just use Jalen as an example because it's current. But like, I think that Arch has that learning curve. He's going to work his way into being a great champion one day because of the fact that he's humble enough to accept the training.
Yeah. It's been different for sure. And that is why so many people are expecting this Texas football team to exceed all expectations and bring out the best in each other. Because you start looking at what Arch has been able to do. You look at Cam Coleman coming in. You don't forget about Ryan Ringo and everybody else. You look at the running game and the O-line. This has the ability, the opportunity.
Mosley.
This has the opportunity to be one of the most explosive offenses, not just at the University of Texas history, but in the country because of the weapons that they have. If they can come out and execute it, and this ain't hyperbole, you look at who they have and the expectations. As I mentioned, there's 5 guys on the Texas, from Texas that are on the ESPN All-American team. Arch Manning is the quarterback on that team. You got Cam Coleman as the wide receiver on that team. You got Trevor Gooseby on the offensive line on that team. Then you go to the other side and you have Colin Simmons and Rasheem Biles on the defensive side. 5 guys that have the opportunity to be All-Americans by ESPN's magazine. So it is, to me, this is a must-win season for the Texas Longhorns. They went 10-3 and was outside of the playoffs.
Yeah. Hard, I really do think that they're one of these running backs, if not the combination of these running backs, will be the spearhead of this team.
Right.
I think that, you have an offensive line that's improved, which will improve the pass game. But think about the lack of explosive plays in the running game last year.
Yep.
And Texas had good running backs. They just were grinders.
Right.
They weren't like quick hitters, like Bijan. Like a Jaden Blue. These guys are more like that than they are the grinders.
Yep.
And I just expect to see us, especially early in the season, when people haven't seen all the film, just to get mollywopped.
Right.
Because it's just, how do you stop the bleeding? They're running, they're passing, they're running, they're passing. It's going to be hard for teams.
Well, we want to hear from Cooper Manning and his thoughts on his son and what he's learned about being the starting quarterback.
I think that's always what you want. You want some grit and some experience. And really the only way you get better is to have things, have some wind in the face and have some bumps and bruises and things go against you. And I think you kind of find out, who is this guy? What kind of character is he? And I think we learned a lot about him. And I think finishing on a high note and getting better every week. And then excited to, be the reason why a lot of these kids in other places want to come to Texas. Hey, you get to play with, want to catch balls from Arch Manning. Come on. I think that was a big reason why Cam Coleman, decided to end up at Texas. So that says a lot. He's excited about new teammates, new schedule, really some big home games, some playing at LSU, playing in Tennessee, hosting Ole Miss. I mean, those are big. That's why you join the SEC. That's why you go to Texas to play on a big stage. He's looking forward to it.
And we all are looking forward to a big year for the Texas Longhorns. We'll start talking a lot of Texas football. SEC Media Days, July the 23rd for the Texas Longhorns in Tampa, Florida. So much to get into as we get ready for a huge, huge year, as we are the home of Texas athletics right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. Coming up next, we're going to talk NBA. Yeah, they think they're the NFL. We'll talk about it right here on the morning kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
Longhorn Nation, the Texas Longhorns are on top of the college athletics world.
Longhorns have won their second straight softball national championship.
For the 3rd straight year and 5th time in 6 years, Texas Athletics has claimed the Director's Cup.
The Texas Longhorns are headed for the Final Four.
From the diamond to the court, everything runs through Austin.
Arch Manning, touchdown Texas!
1300 The Zone, your home for champions, your home for the Horns. Hook 'em.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you'll need.
Some light brake taps this morning caused by a crash going westbound on Highway 71 at Southwest Parkway. There's also a wreck on the service road of 290 eastbound on Highway 71 that blocks off the left lane, and some stop-and-go traffic adding 10 minutes to your Monday morning commute on the northbound side of I-35 from the 45 Southeast toll to William Cannon. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Capital One Bank. What's in your wallet? Capital One offers no fees or minimums on checking accounts. And most Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week to assist with your banking needs. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Pickleball is on the rise. 46.8 million players nationwide, with a projected $5 billion industry by 2033. Looking to be part of this exciting growth? Crush Yard offers a unique franchise opportunity, redefining the pickleball experience with indoor court, exceptional dining, craft drinks, and entertainment. This is your chance to invest in a rapidly growing brand shaping the future of leisure. For a limited time, you can own a piece of the action. Visit CrushYardFranchising.com to learn more. Crush Yard, Pickleball Bar and Lounge.
Hey, it's Hannah from Central Texas #1 sports bar, Rowdy Cowboy. If you love the Longhorns as much as Rowdy does, you will have to watch all the action on our 6 to 9 big screen TVs while enjoying ice-cold beer, craft cocktails, and our Texas-sized menu. And check out our Monday and Friday steak specials. So saddle up and head to Rowdy Cowboy, located off I-35 in Round Rock. Let's get rowdy. Visit us at Go Rowdy Cowboy.
Meet the leaders shaping our community on iHeartRadio's CEOs You Should Know. This week, it's Mike Reeser, CEO and Chancellor of Texas State Technical College. Listen this week for the full interview or visit iHeart.com/podcast.
Kendrick Perkins here. Yo, y'all are not going to believe what Perks Pass is giving you a chance to win. A trip to Hawaii. Enter to win at PerksPass.com.
Help shape what's next by voting for the brands, rewards, and experiences you want to see join the community. PerksPass.com.
It's one of the great inventions of all time. It's up there with fire and the wheel. It's Dude Wipes. Dude Wipes is ready to get you ready. Ready for your day. Dude Wipes is done looking the other way. Dude Wipes officially issuing brown cards to every toilet paper violation out there. Extra large, wet, flushable wipes built for dudes who want to walk out of the bathroom confidently. Now, this is where it gets good. Go to dudewipes.com/brown card, and you can send a brown card and a free sample pack of Dude Wipes directly to a toilet paper user in your life. You know exactly who we're talking about. The dry guy who stockpiles toilet paper like it's 2020. Your buddy who has never once questioned the system. Rage against the machine. Send them the card. Send them the upgrade. Every squad has to have one. Do it for the team. Dudewipes.com/brown card. No more butt penalties.
This July 4th, celebrate with America 250 at America's Block Party, hosted by Queen Latifah. It's a 4th of July benefit show happening at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, featuring music performances from major artists, including Chris Stapleton and the Smashing Pumpkins, patriotic tributes, and the kickoff to Giving Forth, helping to make this the biggest season of giving in American history. Get your America's Block Party tickets at america250.org/LA.
Uber and Lyft drivers. Driverless cars are coming. Will drivers be replaced, or will drivers own what comes next? Fair Co-op helps drivers earn up to 90% and gives out 25% of net profits from each ride for referrals. For life. Be a leader, the first in your city. Help build the movement. The drivers who lead now can help shape the next generation of rideshare. Fair Co-op, official partner of iHeartRadio. Download the app now at fair.coop/iHeart. That's FARE.coop/iHeart.
Now's your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, TRIP. That's TRIP. Enter it now.
Longhorns baseball plays here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300. So we were talking a lot about golf just a little bit ago. And Victor Hovland has defeated Scotty in sudden death. So Victor Hovland wins. Scotty finishes second. still another good week, good couple weeks for Scotty. Now we'll see what happens moving forward. Mark, I wanted to get into this conversation because the NBA is taking a page from the NFL. We know the NFL never stops. There's so much that is going on with the NFL, but the NBA continues to make headlines. When you start to look at the moves that were being made yesterday, you heard about Jaylen Brown possibly being part of a trade. They trade the Charlotte Hornets make a trade yesterday, trading Miles Bridges to the Suns for Grayson Allen and 254 alum Royce O'Neal. That is something that has happened. We've already seen LaMelo Ball go to the Minnesota Timberwolves, and you saw the Charlotte Hornets sign Kobe White to a 3-year deal. You start to look around and you're
That's
like,
good
man,
GM work right there.
Yeah,
that guy's doing his thing.
Yeah, they're busy. But there's so much news that is possibly coming out of the NBA when you start to look at the Kawhi Leonard Clippers and the Raptors are in talk for Kawhi Leonard. You also mentioned that Dallas may be looking at Kawhi Leonard. There's just so much.
They wanted to trade PJ. Can't think of PJ's last name now, but PJ and Klay Thompson to the Clippers for Kawhi Leonard. And I didn't think that was a good move because Kawhi Leonard is a load management king. He only wants to play 45 games a year. And I think that the league knows that, and they always have an excuse. Oh, my back, my hamstring, like it's always something. And they don't find him. I think that they just have to force him to play. Like the league just had to say, hey, look, you've gone 10 games without playing, you need to play. And that's not what you need in Dallas. You don't need the distraction of taking the ball out of Cooper Flagg's hands and giving it to Kawhi Leonard at this stage in his career. You're already going to add Kyrie Irving, who is going to be ball dominant now. But luckily enough for Cooper Flagg, he's a great facilitator, not a good facilitator. So he's going to have the ball in his hands. He's going to work to get Cooper Flagg the ball.
Yep.
So I would rather have that dynamic than bringing Kawhi in. Now, the story, the one that scared me and I thought was a little odd was the fact that the scuttlebutt is that Jimmy Butler is going to get traded to Washington for Anthony Davis, which would bring Anthony Davis to Golden State to play with Steph Curry. They have Draymond, old in the tooth, the best, Al Horford, who's I think is right now the oldest guy in the league. And then they're talking about bringing in a one LeBron James, which would make them have the oldest team in the history of the NBA. I mean, an average age of 37. Harge, how do you win an 82-game schedule and get to the playoffs, which in a series, one series, I think an old team like that can get the job done. 2 series, maybe. But when you get to that 3rd series, there's going to be nothing left. I mean, Pozinski is a young guy, and they would have a couple other young guys on their bench. And Bronny would come over with LeBron, wherever LeBron go. He's going to go.
They better not.
That's the truth.
They better not.
The other option was LeBron to go to Miami, in which Pat Riley said, the key is under the mat. You call us, we'll make it happen, and bring Bronny with you. That's what's going on right now in basketball. The Zion Williamson speculation is still on the table. Ja Morant has made his move now.
They said he's supposed to get traded this week.
Yeah, like they've committed to bringing Ja Morant to Minnesota to play with Anthony Edwards.
That would not be good. So you're gonna bring Ja Morant, LaMelo Ball, and Anthony Edwards. That is the most
it's not smart.
ridiculous thing that I've ever heard in my life.
Harge is not smart.
Yes, unless they're trading one of them out of there, and it's not going to be Anthony Edwards. There would be no reason for him to play. And if I'll do it. I wouldn't do it. That trade.
I would do it.
I will eviscerate that. I can't wait.
They would not have. There's not enough balls to be passed around between those three ball dominant players. Somebody would have to become a facilitator. Somebody would have to
They would be fighting like Draymond Green punched old boy in the
face.
It would be the
best.
Day.
It would be the best entertainment. They would. You're hard knocks.
They would lead the NBA in fines.
Yeah, they would.
Because Anthony Edwards, great. He just can't stop cussing at every interview. You got LaMelo, who is crazy and will be driving 1,000 miles an hour in Minnesota.
Minnesota got hoods too.
Trust me, I know.
Ja Morant would find all of them.
They'll pick them up at the airport. They'll be waiting on them from each sector and be like, "Hey,
you're not allowed. Exactly. You're not allowed to go over here."
Exactly. I mean, it is going that I will destroy that trade, and I know that the
league won't let that happen.
Yes, they better not. They should not.
He said they better not.
That would be wild to me. That would be so wild to me.
He needs to go somewhere like he can't even go to Utah now. They've already made their moves.
Right. That's what
like
I'm saying.
Where does he is he gonna end up having to stay there?
No. They said he will be traded this week.
Where do you trade him? Especially when there's a lot of teams that they're afraid of making a move with him.
Yep.
I mean, that's how bad this guy's got.
They're gonna send him to either Toronto or Sacramento. And I don't think he needs to go to Sacramento. He might need to go to Milwaukee. He might be Milwaukee's answer. He might be the point guard from Milwaukee. Because you can't send him to Sacramento. You just drafted Darius Acuff. So you should not bring Ja Morant there for that.
True.
That's bad leadership.
That would be. Sending him to Toronto would be like sending him to New York or Chicago, though. That's a big city, and there's a lot of goings on there, Harge.
What if Ja Morant goes to Miami?
Ooh.
He can't pull that stuff with
Pat Riley. No,
Spoelstra
not going to have it.
No, they're not.
And
he needs that.
They have leadership on that team already.
You think Giannis is going to sit there and deal with that? You think Bam is going to sit there and deal with the craziness?
Who you deal?
I don't know.
Like what can you deal?
I don't know. But I'm telling you this.
Because the money's got to match, remember?
Yeah.
Bam is not going nowhere.
No. They would never get rid of he said it. Bam is off the table. He is definitely off the table. So it'll be interesting. I'll be interested to see where Ja Morant ends up, because when you look at their roster, are you going to get rid of Mitchell? Maybe you trade Mitchell.
I told you it would be funny.
And Norman Powell. Norman Powell's still there.
Yeah.
So that could be, you could get both of those guys, Davion Mitchell and Norman Powell, for Ja Morant.
And it's going to have to be a draft pick or two thrown in there.
Norman's making $20 million and Davion's making 11. So there's $31 million that could be moved.
I still think if you want basketball hard knocks, send Ja Morant in an even trade for Zion Williamson.
And send him to New Orleans?
Yeah.
Because they be walking
Tell
around
me
talking
you
about
wouldn't
it,
want to watch that, though.
You be body and rowdy. Coming up next, we got the world's strongest man bringing you his world's strongest take right here on the morning kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeart Radio app.
From the Lorenz and Lorenz Traffic Center.
Stop and go traffic this morning on the northbound side of I-35 from the 45 Southeast toll up to William Cannon. If you're heading this direction, it's about a 7 to 8 minute slowdown. A few minutes lost over on Mopac southbound from 183 to 45th Street, and a 10-minute backup on the northbound side of 183 going from 130 to 71. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Capital One Bank. What's in your wallet? Capital One offers no fees or minimums on checking accounts. And most Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week to assist with your banking needs. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
It's 95 degrees and your air conditioner suddenly starts making a very weird noise. That's when you post your task on AirTasker. Find local help for repairs, yard work, errands, and more without losing your cool. Go to airtasker.com or download the app.
AirTasker. Get anything done?
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Because as your life changes and your body changes, Sleep Number mattresses adapt and shift to give you personalized comfort night after night. And right now, new mattresses start at $1,500 during our 4th of July sale. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number. To a good life sleep.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Your Austin weather, morning clouds, afternoon sunshine for your Monday, a high in the upper 90s. A few passing clouds tonight, a low of 75. Tuesday, partly cloudy, a high of 96.
This report is sponsored by Capital One Bank. What's in your wallet? Capital One offers no fees or minimums on checking accounts. And most Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week to assist with your banking needs. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Some people say soccer culture doesn't exist in the U.S., but
it is an American game.
And it goes beyond the stats.
It's your culture.
It's a connecting force.
I like watching it with my dad.
To the players and the stories.
I took an elbow to my head, which cracked my skull.
From Futuro Studios, this is American Football, a show about soccer culture in the U.S. and its underdog roots. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search American Football, and listen now.
This World Soccer Report sponsored by Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
Team USA could not sweep group play with their 3-2 loss to Turkey Thursday night. A match Turkey sealed with a goal in the 98th minute.
Turkey scored the winning goal!
Turkey's tournament run ended with that win. The U.S. is on to the round of 32 Wednesday. The Americans facing Bosnia-Herzegovina in Santa Clara, California.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup Now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Twin Peaks is unmatched for every match. With 29-degree draft Michelob Ultras, handcrafted Casamigo margaritas, and a scratch-made menu, and screens that will put you on the front row of every game. It's all going down at the Lodge. Twin Peaks eats, drinks, scenic views.
What's up, y'all? I'm Cheryl Swoops, WNBA champ, 3-time Olympian, and Basketball Hall of Famer.
And I am Tarika Foster Brasby, journalist, sports reporter, basketball analyst.
And we are here to talk about the obstacles that women face day to day.
Athlete or not, we know it takes a lot as women to be at the top of our game.
We want to share those stories.
So listen, we'll talk to athletes, coaches, media personalities, entertainers, working moms.
Because no matter who you are, there are levels to what we experience as women. And T and I have no problem going there.
So if you want to hear real women having real conversations, then tune into our new podcast, Levels to This, with Cheryl Swoops and Tarika Foster Brasby, an iHeart Women's Sports production in partnership with Deep Blue Sports and Entertainment.
Texas women's basketball plays here.
Heard the beat drop, so you know what that means. WWE Strong. Is world strongest take. Hey, big fella.
Harsh?
Yes.
You know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's time for the world's strongest take by the world's strongest man. Back then, they didn't know me, but now that I'm hot, they all on me. Well, another edition of the world's strongest take. Guys, now, I don't take pleasure in this, but everybody knows I'm not a San Francisco 49er fan. And I take no pleasure in talking about this issue. And it is an issue because the 49ers signed Brandon Ayuk to a 4-year deal for $120 million in 24. However, Brandon Ayuk and San Francisco have been at odds ever since. The situation escalated in July when the San Francisco 49ers had the right to void all of the guarantees and the escalator money because he did not do the training and the rehab that they required him to do after tearing his ACL, MCL, and the meniscus. So he left the team, and he has been at odds with them ever since. Now, that being said, Brandon Ayuk's response was, we is not cool, and we won't be cool. And I will never step in that building unless I'm playing for the Washington Redskins or the Washington Commanders October 9th. And he has been doing all these crazy things. I mean, one, he posted a video last week of him talking about his wanting to play with his teammate who's the quarterback of the Washington Commanders. And he held up a football with the logo of the Washington Commanders. He plays for the San Francisco 49ers. He's under contract with them still. And then on top of that, rather than go to any of their team functions, he said, I will not be returning. I don't trust them. I feel like my agent, my former agent, which he fired his agent last week because he has a relationship business-wise with John Lynch, who is the general manager of the team. And he was always steering him to try to go back to San Francisco. Hey, man, let's just swallow this one and just go. And he's like, no, I'm not going back. So they were at odds, and he fired the agent. At that point, John Lynch came to his house, and he felt like that situation was not safe for him and his wife. And I mean, it's just like this as the world turns. And I'm feeling like Harge, my take is this. Go ahead and cut him. Get rid of the situation. It's a hindrance on the development and the advancement of your team. He has put himself in a place now where all the monies that are spent for high-end players has been spent. He very likely will only be able to get a veteran exemption money, or there are 3 or 4 teams that are $15 million under the salary cap, but none of them need wide receivers. So he's in a bad spot. My take is this. Go ahead and tell San Francisco, make the ultimatum, trade me or cut me. What say you?
Well, he's doing everything he possibly can to get all of that taken care of without having to tell him.
Just say it.
I mean,
say it with your chest.
They're already in a bad spot with him. I mean, his antics. Here's what I would do.
Okay.
I still pay him, but I'd send him home and not let him do anything. Just you're gonna
wow, you'll just eat the money.
Yeah.
But you don't have to pay him the escalators, and
exactly.
you don't have to pay him the guarantee.
Exactly.
So
just get your salary and stay at home.
It's not $120 million now.
You stay on social media and try to get your clicks up. That way you can get your money that way.
But what if it's like $50 million? You just still gotta pay it.
He is bad for business, and this is forcing people to do certain things. And those are the things that I keep talking about is, look, I haven't been in that situation, but I know this. Brandon Ayuk has not helped himself not one bit. And if you wanted to be that guy and you wanted to be out and you wanted to get out of there, there's other ways of going about it. Acting like something wrong with you and going online all the time because of it, no time for it. Not at all. And those guys don't have to do anything. They're not obligated to appease you in these situations.
Yeah, these good years of his career are being wasted.
Yeah, 100%.
Because he's been healthy for a year now. He lost 1 year. He'll lose this year and next year. So you just say, you know what? These next 3 years of your life, you're going to get $50 million.
Yep.
But you're going to sit at home. No stats. You'll never make the Hall of Fame. You'll never be able to be a Pro Bowl player. Like, they're stripping him of his ability. And this guy's a billionaire. The owner of the San Francisco 49ers, $50 million is nothing to him.
At all. At all.
That's like $5,000 for us. He don't care.
For us?
For us.
Oh, yeah. Do your thing, do your thing, do your thing.
Well, I mean, you.
Oh, no. I've been very, very direct about that. It's just interesting, man. These players nowadays, I understand you get what you feel your worth is, but if they feel like your worth is something else, they don't have to pay you. That's the whole thing. They're giving you money, man. And Brandon Ayuk is talented, very talented. But at the end of the day, they draft a receiver every single year. They draft a shortstop, a second baseman, a post, a wing. They draft your replacement every year, bro. Like, understand that. You are a talent, but they have talented people that are coming
every
to
year.
replace you. So keep working, keep doing your thing, but eventually your time's going to run out, bro. And I think his time just ran out. When we come back, we're going to get ready for the World Cup action today, and we're going to recap some of the stories.
Little Wimbledon.
You can talk Wimbledon. There's so much that is going on right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeart Radio app.
It's Bucky and PK.
Would you get in a car with Tiger?
No.
He invites you on a road trip, but the rule is he's driving.
Oh, no, hell no.
you come on, you get to hang out with Tiger Woods.
No, I'm serious. I would not. If he said, hey, listen, we're going from the club and we're going to go to my house, and I know that he had a couple beers on the course, I'd be like, Tiger, just tell me where you live. I'll get there.
Catch Bucky and BK weekday afternoons from 5 to 7 on AM 1300 The Zone.
America's turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th. Listen for your chance to win $2,500 so you can take the ultimate American getaway. Take that road trip of all the Insta-worthy spots across the country, from bucket list to booked. Wow. Win your share of $250,000. Celebrating 250 years of America with iHeartRadio.
From the Lorenz and Lorenz Traffic Center.
There's a stalled vehicle blocking off the left lane on the service road of 183 northbound at Burner Road. Ongoing cleanup for a crash on 620 at Comanche Trail, and some stop-and-go traffic on the northbound side of I-35, adding about 7 to 8 minutes to your Monday morning commute from the 45 Southeast toll up to William Cannon. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Fireworks are cool, but festive flowers last longer. During July 4th deals at Lowe's, get 2 1.5-gallon red, white, and blue annual hanging baskets for just $15. Valid through 7/8. Selection varies by location while supplies last. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
This is it for employee pricing at any Leif Johnson Ford location. For just a few more days, you can pay what we pay on nearly every new Ford in stock from any of our 3 locations in Austin, Buda, or Manor. You can save thousands of dollars. And listen to this. If your schedule won't allow you the time to come see us, we'll bring it to you. But this is the end of employee pricing till close of business Monday night. The end of employee pricing at any Leif Johnson Ford location. Don't wait. Austin, Buda, or Manor. Or simply go to LeifJohnsonFord.com. You'll love it at Leif.
Uber and Lyft drivers. Driverless cars are coming. Will drivers be replaced, or will drivers own what comes next? Fair Co-op helps drivers earn up to 90% and gives out 25% of net profits from each ride for referrals. For life. Be a leader, the first in your city. Help build the movement. The drivers who lead now can help shape the next generation of rideshare. Fair Co-op, official partner of iHeartRadio. Download the app now at fair.coop/iHeart. That's FARE.coop/iHeart.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I am grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com. If you have a 2004 or newer vehicle that's out of warranty or about to be, Endurance is urgently notifying U.S. drivers about their low-cost vehicle coverage plan designed to save drivers thousands on rising vehicle repair costs. Those who qualify can pick their plan, coverage, and repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental cars included. All covered repairs get paid directly to the repair shop for you. Call now for your free quote. Call 800-690-8974. 800-690-8974.
A security camera that runs on its own power, uses 4G signal, and doesn't need Wi-Fi? Now that's how you defend your assets. Defend by Tacticam. If you've got signal, you've got security. Check it out at defendcellcam.com.
This July 4th, celebrate with America 250 at America's Block Party, hosted by Queen Latifah. It's a 4th of July benefit show happening at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, featuring music performances from major artists, including Chris Stapleton and the Smashing Pumpkins, patriotic tributes, and the kickoff to Giving Forth, helping to make this the biggest season of giving in American history. Get your America's Block Party tickets at america250.org/LA.
Please be advised, you may want to stop eating the following foods immediately: broccoli, kale, blueberries, quinoa, spinach.
I thought those were good for me.
What's healthy for one person may cause inflammation for another. So how do you know what your body actually needs? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple at-home gut health test that analyzes your real-time biology to give you personalized nutrition guidance and custom supplements. Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, Viome.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone. Our blood runs orange.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 and always free. We got so much that is going on. As we talked about early in the show, Texas football continues to get closer and closer, 68 days away. They come in as the number 5 ranked team in ESPN's preseason poll by Mark Schlabach, and they have five guys on the first team when it comes to Texas football. We talked NBA basketball today and all the trade rumors, and we also brought up labor disputes. Scotty Scheffler ends up losing to Victor Hovland in the sudden death playoff round of the Travelers. Scotty finishes second. He says he feels good at where he is. We also talked about the World Cup as the knockout stage has begun. Canada wins 1-0 yesterday in their first round matchup, and now they get ready to play the winner. I'm going to find the winner of all of this stuff, man. There's so much going on that they're all over the place. But we have all these matchups today as well. Monday, today, 12 o'clock, we have Brazil and Japan taking on each other today. That's going to be a great matchup today, and I cannot wait for that. You also get a chance to watch Germany and Paraguay, and the Netherlands and Morocco will play tonight. Tomorrow, busy day, Ivory Coast versus Norway, France versus Sweden, and Mexico versus Ecuador. And then Wednesday, England versus Congo, Belgium versus Senegal, and the U.S. versus Bosnia. It is important to note that this is a big-time knockout stage on so much. And I want you to hear from Jenny Taft as she talked about the Texas team, the United States team getting ready to play Bosnia.
Well, I just had a nice conversation with Mauricio Pochettino in his office before U.S. training here in Irvine. And the message that kept coming up, Mauricio and his players are not looking past Bosnia and Herzegovina. He reminded me multiple times that that's the team that eliminated Italy from their World Cup chances. He expects a focused training session today and tomorrow before the team will fly to the Bay Area tomorrow immediately following training. Now, Folarin Balogun was also asked this morning about the difference in mindset between the group stage and the knockouts. He said, I'm not trying to say I didn't take the group stage seriously, but I have a whole nother gear I'm prepared to use and go to if needed at the knockouts.
That's what it's all about, being able to be ready to go. Mark, you also wanted to bring up Wimbledon is taking place, and your girl Serena Williams will be out there as well.
She will be the. Can I get on, Ron? She'll be the oldest person to ever compete. You know, the current oldest person to compete was 37 years and almost 38 years. The oldest person to actually win it was Martina Navratilova, who won at 33 years old. And you know, it's honorable to be able to even compete at this level, at this, you know, mature age. You know, there's only been one Austinite to ever win mixed doubles. Tracy Austin, funny, you know, last name is Austin too. But anyway, it's cool to see somebody like Serena Williams, who's had such a storied career and has had so many victories, and is one of the elite Wimbledon winners, be able to go in there at the ripe old age of 44 years old.
So let me ask you this. Is this going to tarnish her legacy if she goes out there and gets smoked by a young player?
I don't think it'll tarnish her career. I mean, her career is her career.
I said legacy.
Legacy. No,
Yeah.
It's not going to tarnish her legacy. what it's going to do is show that if she performs well, then it's okay. But it also, there's levels, and for many years, Serena was levels above everybody, and now you're a mere mortal now.
Which is why I'm questioning why she would want to come back at this time. Why after you've done everything, you walked away from it, you decided it was time, you've already come back and played doubles with your sister and didn't go well. So now are you positioning yourself at this to come back to Wimbledon, which you'll always be welcome. I have no doubt about that. But why is it that you feel like it's time for you to come back to do this?
You know what, Harge? I heard this from the wrestler MVP. He came back out to WWE and wrestled just for the simple fact that he wanted his son, who was now at that time like 8 years old or 9 years old, to see him actually wrestle in the ring. You know, it's different than seeing your dad on YouTube than to be in the front row and to see your dad or your mom perform in Wimbledon and sit in the front row. It's different. So I think that's one of the things, to be able to have your children be able to see you, whether you win, lose, or draw, like to be on that stage.
But agree. That's no doubt. I wish my kids would have been able to see me play at a very high level. But my question is, at that point, they don't see you at your highest. They don't see you at
you think peak. It may be for like attention and clicks and likes.
What it is. I don't know what
sponsors.
It is. I'm just curious to why now does she feel that she could come back? Is she trying to prove something? Is she trying to prove
maybe
something
to herself?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is she trying to prove something to herself to get to that point that it's like, all right, let's
and that
make
feeling
this
is a drug. Let's be honest.
Yep.
To be able to be on top and to perform at a high level, to have all the cameras in the world looking at you. I mean, it's a big deal. It feels good. Yeah. It's very self-gratifying. But I would hope that that's not the case, that she's doing it more for the fact that she wants her children to see her perform at a high level.
Yeah, because
on a big stage.
Well, but I mean, as far as a competitor, as soon as you walk out there, you want to win. So for her, I think
it ain't gonna make the loss. It ain't gonna make a loss feel better.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I know she's trying to go out there to get that dub, and that's why I'm kind of.
But what if she wins? We're concentrating on the loss. What if she goes out there and she kills?
That'd be awesome. I don't see that happening. I honestly, I hope she wins this first match, but the girl she's playing is 20 years old. She's going to have Serena running. And she's going to have to be ready to run. I think it's because she got on that Z-Band and like Charles Barkley, so she felt like I'm in good shape now, and I want to go out there and play.
Wow, you ain't do that.
I did.
You did that?
I want to thank Mark Henry. I want to thank my boy Ronald. And I want to thank you, the people, for staying locked in. We'll continue to monitor this situation on what's going on. But we'll talk about that and more tomorrow.
Great commercial.
We'll have Joe Cook. It'll be a great commercial. We'll have Joe Cook of Inside Texas joining us, talk all things Longhorns, as we will be 67 days away from the start of Texas football right here on Sports Radio, your home. So stay locked in all day long to AM 1300, The Zone. And just remember this, folks. Don't believe everything you see, because even salt looks like sugar. Peace.
Uber and Lyft drivers. Driverless cars are coming. Will drivers be replaced, or will drivers own what comes